least, I saved the best for last because it is your birthday season still. So happy birthday to my Geminis out there. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Let's get started. So I am Mother Spider. Welcome to the Sapphire Spider Oracle channel. I am accepting donations for my readings at this time. So if you feel guided to, if you resonate with your reading, please check out my Cash App info below in the video description. Every little bit counts and helps support the channel. If you can't do that, that's just fine. Maybe consider liking the video or commenting or subscribing. That would be awesome as well. Let's get started with your spirit animal oracle cards. We're in an eclipse portal and we are in a retrograde cycle. So there's lots of energy shifts at this time. Ooh, I said a lot to be dealt with. And you got some cards trying to kind of pop out here. Let's see what happens. Let's just pick one. Yes, Lord. My little Gemini, my son, I feel this one for sure. So let's watch your words. This is the parrot. It's just pointing out all the colors to me right now, and that is bringing up like all of your chakras from the root to the top of your head. And it has a crown on, so it's very regal and noble. The reason why the message is watch your words with this one is because of the fact that parrots are extremely intelligent, and they not only learn how to speak, but then they can therefore squawk a bit and say things that shouldn't necessarily be said, right? And that's where it comes as a message both of like, be careful what you're saying to other people. Some people don't keep your secrets, and some people don't respond well to things that you might have to say. The other word of wisdom, though, is simply about your thoughts and the universe and how the energy that comes out of your mouth, comes out of your brain, that's the energy you're sending out to the universe, then that's the energy that comes back to you all the time. So if you're always saying like how you're sick and tired of something, guess what? You're going to feel sick and tired of that stuff for a long time, because that's what you just keep telling the universe, and the universe goes, okay, you're sick and tired of this, so we're going to make you sick and tired of this. You have to literally start reprogramming yourself to speak in more positive ways if you want to see more positive results, whether that is literally talking to a person or just what you're putting out into the universe yourself. And that's why it wants you to watch your words. I just said like thoughts are energy, words are energy, your voice is your energy. So watch what your energy is doing, watch your words, right? Because the universe is just going to keep manifesting that and sending that energy back to you. Let's dive into the tarot, Gemini. What's coming out for the rest of your message? There's like something, I know it sounds weird, but it's like something just itched on my tongue. That's what I mean. There's something on like the tip of your tongue that you're just like dying to say or something like that. And it's like, be careful. Just because it's itching on the edge of your tongue doesn't mean it needs to be said, right? So that's kind of one of those things. All right, let's see what's coming up. Ace of Cups, the Waters of Life. That's a great card. That's a good card. Very nice, fresh, emotional beginnings. It did just say kind of like reuniting, and that usually doesn't come up for this card, but maybe you've definitely needed a straight refresh on something. So something very sweet, happy, loving is coming in. It's very much pointing out this little leaf boat right here. Just like of being like a little kid and like, you know, just making your little sailboat and putting it in the water type deal. It's a nice refresh is what it's feeling like. A really nice refresh. That's the Ace of Cups. Some really nice happy energy. A nice refresh overall, which, again, it's your birthday season, so who doesn't want that, right? That sounds great. Okay, nice, Gemini, because it seems like you've been very dedicated to something. Okay, interesting. I've never gotten that reading off this card. All of her arrows are flying in this direction, and Gemini is saying because you've been so dedicated to not hurting other people with your thoughts and your words, you get this nice refresh. You've been very dedicated to being more careful about where you're loosing your arrows and where you're letting them fly. These arrows are your thoughts, they are your words, they are your communications, they are your intentions that you're sending out to the world. There is a bit of melancholy sadness in this card. It's like you've been putting wishes and hopes and prayers out there to the universe, and at the same time being very dedicated and trying very hard to send them all in the right direction and not like shoot this deer or this swan and like not hurt people, right? And so it just said like you're being rewarded for that. You're being rewarded for that for just in general, like keeping good energy, right? And that's the other reason why the parrot's coming in here and saying watch your words, because of the fact that you don't want to mess up that energy, right? You've been doing very good is what it's saying. You've been doing very good. So you need to continue with that energy. Because it's kind of like you've been looking forward to this. And maybe you haven't gotten it quite yet, but you've been very dedicated to, right, like I said, just not hurting others, trying to say and think the right things and do the right things. And it's like she's looking at this boat. It's like you very much miss being childlike in a way. So it's kind of like that's what you're after, is that nice refresh where you can just like be happy and be playful again. And from what I know of Geminis, like they definitely enjoy that energy the most, right? So it's kind of, I mean, who doesn't? But it's definitely one of those things, like that's the kind of energy you enjoy the most. Something that's lighthearted and playful and fun and feels good, and yeah, just very refreshing overall. So definitely keep doing what you're doing, because this feels like it's just on the horizon. So definitely keep doing what you're doing, Gemini. What else? This is the second pile this moon card's come out in reverse on. I feel like this is reverse. I'm just sitting with it. Give me a second. Okay. With the moon in reverse, like honestly, I was having a hard time connecting to it, and I think that's part of the message, because you just literally can't see stuff right now. You don't understand, can't see the path, because this is the moon on water, and there's a path to this island, but it's basically all light on the surface of this water. You can't really see through it, and it's very much like a swampy marshland. It's like you haven't been able to see. It's very much been having you in this kind of just fear and mystery energy of just kind of just being really unsure and just not knowing what to do. And that's the other reason why you've been in this dedication, Nine of Arrows energy. A Nine of Arrows is a Nine of Swords. It usually has a lot to do with like anxiety and fear, staying up at night, because you have a lot of thoughts in your head, which there's definitely a lot of arrows here, right? You definitely have some thoughts in your head, but you've been dedicated to firing them off in a direction that doesn't hurt anybody. You've been very much kind of in the dark, in some mystery, just very unknown. Doesn't seem like there's much you can do about it. So you've been in this energy for a while, and you're very much looking forward to this Ace of Cups and this refresh and this happy energy. This is a major step that you're, it's a kind of on the sidelines for. So it's just kind of one of those things, like you're just kind of dealing with some stuff right now, and you overall are doing good, it seems like. Oh, that's good. That's great. And this just came out for Aquarius too, so you might have some, was it Aquarius? No, it was Libra. You might have some Libra in your chart. These two cards came out for Libra. With the Three of Vessels with joy coming out under the Ace of Vessels, it's like a threefold joy. It's not just a nice refresh, like it feels like it gets to definitely be here for a while and stay for a while type deal. Just getting to reconnect. It's definitely about like people returning home safely, getting together with friends, having little get-togethers, family members. Just it just keeps saying it's this energy times 3. So Ace of Vessels times 3. 3 times the refresh. It's very much bringing up this water for me too. It feels like summertime, swimming, playing. Like there's a nice refresh overall. And again, keep watching your words and your thoughts, because especially if you've got these good energies on the horizon, then you don't need to stay in this energy whatsoever. And you definitely need to just keep doing what you've been doing, because it's working for you. And you're very much coming over into some great positive energies. It's very much showing me like 2 halves of yourself too, like because you're the sign of the twins, right? So there is this one half of you that's very joyful, very happy, and then there's another part of you that's kind of down in the dumps and a little bit of the dark, kind of melancholy and sad, but being very dedicated to staying on an overall balanced path. You have some underlying heaviness though. And these are here to also lighten up that side of you. So there's definitely kind of this impression like you just need to stay focused on the happier, lighter things, because part of you's got something kind of heavy and in there, and the rest of it you need to just keep kind of like coming up that way. What else we got? Last shuffle. Last shuffle. Anything else coming out for Gemini's message? Oh, and it was saying birthday party for some of you guys. So for some of you guys, this is a little birthday get-together. Maybe it's like a pool party or something. Yeah, get together with friends. So there could be that to look forward to. Oh, there we go. That's what I thought. Okay. Trust me, Gemini, you are not the only reading out of this batch that has gotten this devil card. It is just an energy that is like around right now. And it just gave me the Bible verse about how like your adversary, the devil, walketh about like a roaring lion, waiting to devour those in his path. This card has been out for a lot of readings in this batch. So the devil is around, whether you believe in the devil or not. And it's not anything like that energy that people always think it is, right? It's a temptation. It's a time of temptations. It's a time of understanding the darker parts of ourselves that are holding us back. It's about, it just said oppressors. It's about understanding your oppressors. It's about facing a lot of things that you fear, things that are putting you down, things that are scaring you, things that are shackling you up or binding you. There's half of you that's definitely dealing with some heavier energy right now, and it feels dark and mysterious and scary. and it's got you in this melancholy state. But overall, like what your actual actions are, you're doing fine, right? This other side of you is actually really trying to feel things out. This is the High Priestess, the Seer. That's some divine feminine energy. It just says she's magic. So there's this other side of you that kind of senses things and can feel things. And I think that's why you're naturally moving towards a more positive energy, because you are like kind of meditating and like taking a deep breath and like feeling things out. You're learning, you're gaining wisdom at this time. There's things being revealed to you. Like you're just getting in touch with some of life's kind of mysteries. And that's kind of going in both sides, Gemini. You're getting in touch with some of the more positive aspects, and you're getting in touch with some of the darker aspects overall. To have these two major arcana coming out on either side to balance it out, just kind of look how much they mirror each other. Also notice how much smaller this devil energy is compared to the seer. She almost fills up the entire card. This guy's got space around him, right? And so it's just talking about like actual size. You're doing much better on your positive side than I think you are. It still feels a little mysterious. The seer, the high priestess, still has some like mystery energy about her. There's secrets, there's things that she knows, divine mysteries, right? But where she learns divine mysteries to help and heal others and herself, the guardian keeps mysteries and keeps secrets to keep you in the dark and to keep you in fear, kind of deal. And so you're learning about kind of the both sides of like keeping a mystery or keeping a secret. There can be dark ways to keep a mystery and a secret, and then there's more positive, like spiritual ways of just like, you just don't tell everybody everything sometimes, you know? Watch your words. You just don't tell everybody everything all the time, because you're learning some things for yourself and you're sorting things out for yourself, kind of deal. And on a final note, that's where we get this Page of Stones, the links. And with that coming out here on the center card, number one, this is slowly making its way towards the Ace of Vessels and the Three of Vessels. It will take some time. It is a messenger energy being this page, which means that this is a portal. It's definitely coming through. But it's a stones energy, which is earth energy. It literally takes time. Lynxes are cautious and careful as they move, just as you should be with watching your words. Take your time, slow down, watch, observe, and listen, and like, don't judge this energy, but don't be misguided by it either. Your inner intuition is much bigger and much smarter than giving into just fear, right? And you know that. And that's why you've stayed really dedicated with your thoughts and your wishes and hopes and desires. You've been trying to kind of ward off this darker energy by not focusing on it, and that is good. It's going to still take some time to get to this positive refresh and this more like playful time with friends, but you're very much on your way. And this is a card about studying and learning and like being a student and stuff too. So that's what I mean. It's like you're literally learning stuff at this time, studying some things, taking it slow, moving slow, taking your time, but you're on your way to more positive energy, Gemini. It just kind of presented it to me as like an arm and an arm, a leg and a leg, like one side of the chest, like this is the heart space and this is the other side of the heart space, or like something like that. And then this is like the core energy. Like your core energy is this lynx, this Page of Stones at this time, being a student, studying things, just taking note, taking count, moving cautiously, little things like that. pointing out its really big eyes to me, like really big cat eyes that kind of soak up everything, right? Whereas this one doesn't have any eyes and can't see anything, and then she's got her eyes closed because she's sensing and feeling. I feel like in your core energy, you're seeing everything and you're sensing everything, but on the outside, it might look like, you know, you're just sitting there with your eyes closed, and then maybe on this other side, you feel like you don't have eyes, like you can't see anything, right? But in the core, you're seeing a lot. You got it. You got it. Like, that's what I mean. You're already on the right track is what I'm saying. And that's what this final message feels like overall. Is just like you're already on the right track. You've been on the right track. You're just experiencing that two sides of the personality that everybody has, but that especially Geminis notice and it said combat with, deal with. So, and it's not just about just what's happening within you. It can definitely be about some external things, but you're noticing things about yourself as well in that process. And overall, it's got you watching and learning and paying attention. And it's kind of the best you can do right now, but other than watching your words, you know? So stay dedicated, stay positive, give it some time, be patient. You're moving in the right direction. And that's what I got for you, Gemini. So let me know how that resonates for you guys. Like, share, comment, donate, subscribe as you see fit. And I'll catch you guys on the next reading. Thank you.